Okay. Hey, hi all. A very good morning to one and all those who have joined this free masterclass. I hope that you are able to hear my voice, able to see my video. If yes, please confirm me on the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good, good. Thanks a lot for joining. Yes, Pujita, Basil, Shrikant, Ramanan, Vani, Renu, Kiran, Nikhil. Great. Shri Krishna, thanks a lot for joining. Hari. Great. Okay. Nice. That's really good. And thanks a lot for joining this class. Uh, Great. I got all the responses from you. So, few things first. This chat, whatever, please increase your volume. I am talking very loud. Okay. Now, how is it, Sri Krishna? My voice is good, right? Yes. All of you are able? Volume is really loud. Okay, 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 fine, fine. Those who are having volume issues, you can check your laptop. I'm talking at my energy, at my best energy. Okay. So morning, early morning, Saturday, 9 a.m., the class has been started. We'll start in another 2 minutes. We will wait for some people to join. And before that, I would like to tell you all that whatever the chats you are putting onto the screen, it will be only visible to me because every time a pop-up comes up, so people cannot see all your chats. And at the end of the class or in between, there will be a 5 minutes break. And at the end of the class, all your doubts will be cleared. Okay? So that is the agenda that we are following today. And I hope you all are excited and have your notebook. And those who have joined this masterclass, you will be getting the what you call like document to your email ID. So all of you have registered via your email ID. So all the documents only for the registered people of the masterclass. Those who are attending this live, you will be getting the documents of Linux, whatever we are going to show you. At the same time, the second point to note, only for the live people. It means if you are joining live here, then your attendance will be collected from this live class and then it will be shared to you. Okay? Right. So let's get started. Hope you all have breakfast. All of you had breakfast? Yes. All of you had breakfast? No? Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's completely fine. Okay. So let me just do it quickly, this one. Okay, great. Linux for breakfast today. Okay, great. So let's get started onto the class. Very quickly, I will go ahead and all of you use the chat box, those who are watching me. Okay, you will have a chat option on the screen. So that is a place where you can ask for the any type of questions or any type of doubts if you have. So let's get started. Time is 9:09. It's good time to start. I will not wait for others to join. Let's start the session. It's already 9:09. So let me share my screen. Yes, the meeting recording will not be given to you. This meeting recordings, right? Uh, it should be only documents only will be given to you. So you have to completely watch the video till the end. At least by 11 p.m. the class will be completed. 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 p.m. sharp, we will close the class. So those who have joined the class today live, I would request you all to wait till the end. So thanks a lot for joining. Yes, let's start. So time is now 9:10. Okay. Yes. So all of your eyes on the screen, guys. Okay. So few things. First, let me tell you about a few things here. Okay, I was doing so many things here. Yes. So in today's masterclass, what are you going to get? Let me tell you. So before that, as you all know, I am a content creator from last 2 years. I have been preparing content. I have close to 50K followers on YouTube. So it's been 2 years of journey. And every year I make sure I crack some companies and share the interview questions as part of that. So Instagram, I have 9K plus followers. It means like 2 years again on Instagram. And LinkedIn, again, like 2 years, 100K followers I have. So basically, it's like a DevOps family. So whenever I do any kind of meetups, DevOps meetups, which we have done recently, or any kind of coding classes or any kind of like this free masterclass, I regularly update in all the platforms. Even I have Telegram, where we have close to like 20 to 30,000 of students with us. So Telegram, anyways, the link is not here. But anyways, if you are interested, you can check out any of the Telegram groups which you are interested of, right? So any document, any kind of classes, any kind of DevOps meetups, all those things will be always shared here. And yes, many of you have joined batch 10. And if you have joined batch 10, I would request you to wait till the end of the class. We will discuss some personal things also, right? So that is one thing. And if anyone is interested, you can definitely check out the batch 10 link also. So let's get started with the class. First, I will tell you like, see, the pattern of interview has been completely changed from the last, if you see from 2016 to 2024, and even in 2025, the entire structure of interview is going to change. People are scrutinizing your talent based on these two things. One is your coding skills. The other one is your DevOps skills. Now, among these two, coding means 100% the Python is given importance. And people are sharing some platforms for you like HackerRank, Lead Code, right? And some other internal platforms like Visa is having its own internal platform to have the coding. When it comes to DevOps, people have divided this entire DevOps into various rounds. For example, the starting one will be the pure DevOps tools round. For example, if I am talking about the Amazon interview process, the first round will be purely DevOps tools. The second round will be completely on Linux networking, your Linux disk management, your Linux file management, user management, right? OS management, all those things are there for Amazon interview. If you have attended any one Amazon interview, you would be able to see the second round is completely on Linux. The third round, if you see, it will be again a coding round or a technical round. And the final round will be a managerial round, usually. And finally, you will have the HR discussion. Now, many of you will fail either in first round or second round itself. If you are lucky enough, you will be going to the third round where there is a coding. It will be purely in Python. Now, how many of you have experienced this kind of interview pattern? Have you experienced? Anyone? Yeah, you can tell me in the chat if you have experienced. Okay, people are telling no. Okay, so one person only is telling yes, Abhigna. Rest all Deepti is telling yes. Rest all are telling like it's not the pattern, it's something other pattern. Okay, you are from BSc Agriculture, that's fine, no issues. But what I am telling you is if you want to crack DevOps jobs in 2025, you need to know all the things you are looking to upskill. That is very much important. And today we are drilling down over the Linux patterns. The first and the foremost question of Linux will come. Some of the interview questions we will discuss for you to set your mind how to practice any kind of interview to get it clear. The first and the foremost question usually comes is, what is the Linux starting pattern? Or you can say like OS structure, or you can say like what kind of flavors you have worked on Linux, or booting process of Linux, okay, or commands of Linux, or shell scripting in Linux, or you can consider like a scenario based question in Linux, right? Among these, the first and the important factor is what is the booting process in Linux. So all of your eyes on the screen, those who are watching me, first of all, whenever we talk about a Linux, consider that your laptop is a Linux machine. Very simple. Whenever you do a switch on of your laptop, some processes starts to work which will tell that entire system is good. Let's say keyboard, let's say monitor, let's say your internal networks, let's say your system, whatever you have, CPU, memory, everything. If you have heard, there will be a beep sound if any of these is not working. Have you heard that? Like whenever we switch on a laptop, if my monitor is not working, if my monitor is blank, I will receive a beep sound. There will be double beep or single beep sound. Yes, usually in the Windows laptop we see, right? So that is what the system is preparing itself to get started. So whenever there is a Linux booting process, this all process should be in your fingertips. Whenever someone asks, can you explain me the Linux process? Whatever the process I'm going to tell you, you remember by heart or memorize that. That is going to help you in the coming days if you are going to give the interviews. So first of all, let's talk about a Linux machine. Whenever we are talking about the Linux machine, very simple. This is equal to a laptop. In all my classes, even if you are joining the batch 10, I'll be comparing the Linux with laptop. So Linux is similar to the laptop. It will have a OS, it will have a kernel, it will have all the CPU memory and distinguished softwares to be installed. So whenever we talk about this OS, your CPU, your memory, your maybe you can consider like some other things like, okay, softwares. So these all things will be equal to your laptop configuration only, right? Whatever you do with the laptop, all the things will be with respect to the Linux machine itself. Now, when we go deep dive into the booting process, you will be able to see it's a 5 step process. Usually it's a six step process. I'll be discussing about that. So if you see BIOS, right? BIOS is the first step where it will trigger how the system is working. So if you consider a laptop and you are switching on the button here, right? Immediately after the switching on, this button or the background system will send the process signals to all my CPU, memory, monitor, keyboard, and this is called the BIOS. Okay, BIOS is basic input output system. Okay, basic input output system. So you can see here it is also called as post. Okay, so power on self test. Whenever we are powering on anything, it is automatically checking its identity or checking its data points. Now for your information, if you are understanding, the laptop has a hard disk with it, but in Linux the entire data or the data with respect to OS is stored in MBR. For your information, whenever we are switching on the Linux, there will be something like what kind of OS you need to select. Have you ever seen, whenever we are switching on the laptop, have you seen if we have two OS, it will ask you to select the OS. Have you seen that? Anyone in the class? Yes. If we have two OS, Windows 11 and Windows 10, it will ask us which OS to select when you are going to the booting process of the laptop. If you are selecting function F12, there will be a screen. It will ask you, yes, right? It will ask you like which OS to select. So same way. So you need to understand Linux is same like your component of laptop. Nothing changed in that, right? So that is what we are going to learn. So MBR is basically master boot record. All of you write down. All of you write down in your notebook. See here, there is no nomenclature. So, but whatever I am telling, you can write it down in your notebook. MBR stands for master boot record or bootloader, if you are able to see here. So this bootloader will have all the details of the OS, or you can say like a memory, temporary memory, whenever a system is starting. Yes, Linux and Windows are operating systems. Okay, so flavors in Linux, CentOS, Ubuntu, these are flavors. Okay, flavors of OS. Now, all of you see here, once we have overcome the master boot record, you have something like grub2. Please write down the full form of grub, Grand Unified Boot Loader. Please write down what is grub. The next part is grub, where the kernel of the system is selected. So if you have two OS, you will be able to see which one this particular grub2 is taking. The grub2 full form is, please write down, Grand Unified Bootloader. So this is very important. These all are OS. The master boot record, the grub2 are basically the space in Linux system. Okay. So these are like your space in Linux system, which helps your system to get booted up with OS. Are you all writing down? Are you all writing down whatever we are discussing? So you can see here, loads the kernel image, yes, and then extracts the OS data. Now, once you have selected the OS, the next part is kernel. Now, very much important, the Linux kernel plays an important role with all the functionalities. Let's say like you are having your OS, which OS to select, you have selected the OS. After the OS, what it will do? It will initialize all the data in the OS, right? So you have Windows 10, you have Windows 11. What kind of softwares it will help you? What kind of data points it has to go ahead? What kind of system setup it has to do? So all the things, the grub2 will have the OS. Let's say this is the OS, the grub2 will have the OS, and I am selecting one of the OS from grub2. So that particular OS will get extracted and it will create the entire OS platform for my Linux system. Okay, very simple. Now, once the system data is extracted, you will be able to see kernel. Now, the kernel is the main part of the Linux system, which actually handles the entire system performance, system data. It's like your OS. You can consider like what OS I have selected from this particular image. That is getting, yes, kernel is the heart of OS. For example, yes, I can tell like, as you are telling, kernel you can consider like heart of OS. All the data about the system information, about the entire processing data of the system, how the system is behaving, when the system should do what, where are the things in the system. So whatever you can apply, how, when, where, what, everything this kernel manages very simply. Okay. Grub2 only stores the OS. Guys, grub2 only stores the OS. It's a, you can consider like this. Grub2 is 512 MB space, which stores OS. Very simple. Okay. Right. Once the kernel is coming out, okay, recordings will not be given to you. Only documents will be given to the people, those who are actually in the class. This live class, who are there, they will be getting the documents. And if you are attending the class entire 2 hours, right? If you are dropping out, because I'll be collecting the attendance at the end of the class. So if you are there in the attendance sheet, you'll be getting this document along with the few other materials also, right? Now, have you seen anything like this, guys? Once you are installing any DevOps tools, have you seen something like we will do systemctl? Have you seen something like this, or systemd? Have you seen any time? If you are a fresher, I will tell you what is that. But if you are an experienced, if you are working in a company, most of the times we would use these commands to start a software, to stop a software, to restart a software. Have you seen systemctl start Jenkins? Yes, systemctl status Jenkins, systemctl. So what are this? What are this? See, I have installed a software and I am handling that software process. It means the software handling capability is in this commands, systemctl or systemd. If you are able to see, guys, all of your eyes on the screen, if you are able to see, the kernel starts the system's first processes, systemd. So the kernel is the primary component to maintain all the system's processes. Are you able to understand? The kernel is very much important, which maintains the system's processes. So for example, in the start of the laptop, you will have initial process to be started, right? So that initial process, when it is starting, the same way, those things are maintained by initd pattern. So if you are able to see, in initd and systemd, both are the components which are helping the initial processes to get started. For your information, whenever I am installing a Jenkins, whenever I am installing a Docker on my Linux system, right, automatically this software will be coming under the systemctl configuration or systemd configuration. So these are called service management in Linux. Okay. For your information, all of you see here, we will talk about the Linux folders also. But as of now, all of you listen, as of now, just try to understand this systemd and systemctl are used to control the softwares. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, are used to control the installed softwares and processes. Guys, any question till now? Any question? Yes, systemctl and systemd, the configuration difference is there. We will not go into deep. Systemctl and systemd, the configurations are different. The way it is configured, it is different. Okay. Now, all of you see here. Once the systemd or systemctl starts the process, please see here, this is the final step. What are you seeing here? There is something like etc folder in Linux. So if you are able to see D drive, E drive, F drive, C drive in Windows, right? Similarly, in Linux, you have various kinds of folders, which we will talk in a little bit of time. Okay. Different kinds of folders in Linux will be helping us with different kinds of configurations. For your information, these are the folders which are directly coming in the Linux system. So these are predefined folders. Okay. And if you are able to see, etc systemd, right? etc systemd is a directory. etc is a directory in Linux system. etc is a directory where all the configurations are stored. I will be talking about in the next few slides, but as of now, please try to understand once the processes are started. Yes, etc is a file system. Yes, it's a type of file system in the Linux, or you can say like folder in Linux. Okay. Now, all of you see here, whenever a process is starting, the first attempt it will try to read is etc systemd, okay, directory, and reads any linked files or brings the system state to the target defined state. So in all the system processes, the important folder in Linux is etc. Have you all understood? If anyone asks which folder in Linux is important and it is helpful in the configuration or required at the start of the system, etc. Okay, clear? Everyone? Yes or no? Guys, yes? So you understood etc is important, right? People on other platforms, clear? Right. So let's talk about the usual diagram representation. So all of you see here, when I am switching on the laptop, right? See here, when I am switching on the laptop, the first input is BIOS, then it goes to MBR, then it goes to bootloader, then it goes to init rd image. This catches the image. It will go to the virtual file system, Linux RC. So it's elaborated. It's little bit elaborated here. Okay. So you will be able to see BIOS, MBR, bootloader, init rd image, selects the image, kernel gets mounted on the file system. Okay. Then it runs the process, prepares the kernel, mounts some more file systems, init process, system D daemons, background processes. So here, tell me one thing. Here, if you are seeing, there are two types of file system. One is virtual file system. One is real file system. Okay. Now, can you tell me, whenever there is a Linux system, do I need to have a disk connected to it? Yes. Do you agree with me? I have a Linux system. I need to have the disk connected with it. Do you agree with me? Yes, you agree with me, right? Now, in this disk, usually if this is a laptop, there are only one type of disk, that is physical disk. You attach a physical disk, right? But in Linux, you have two types of file systems, basically a virtual file system and a real file system. Real file system is your disk which is connected to the system. The virtual file system can be in any other platform which is getting mounted on our system. So we will not go deep, but as of now, disk is, see here, disk is what? Your laptop has a hard disk, correct? Your laptop has a hard disk. The same way, the Linux system will have the hard disk. Very simple. You don't need to think in a very large way. Okay. So all of you see here, can you all remember the stages? BIOS, then MBR, right? Then grub, right? Then kernel, then system D process. If you are not able to explain this entire diagram, you can go ahead with this. It's very simple. But if you really want to understand each of the things, then this is the actual flow of how the things are working. Okay. So if you are able to see, whatever the blue is, that is initial stage, the yellow is the middle stage, and the final green is the kernel stage. Okay. So entire Linux structure is divided into three stages. If you are able to see, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Yeah. So BIOS, MBR, bootloader, grub. Basically, this is your grub. 2. Init RD selects the image, mounts the image, starts your one process. Basically, the kernel gets loaded, real file system mounts on the real file system this kernel, then kernel starts, all the processes get started. Okay. How many stages the Linux server booting process is divided, guys? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right. No, how many stages means this one? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right. Let's go ahead. Now, see, grub 2, grub 1, these are, let's say like today is iPhone 11, tomorrow is iPhone 12. Aparna, right? Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, iPhone 13. What they do, they keep the crux same, but they make the big screen, less screen, small size, big size. So grub 2 is little bit more powerful than grub 1 in terms of handling capacity. Okay, that's it. Okay. Now all of you see here, we have discussed about the Linux, right? And we understood how many stages in the Linux processes. All of your eyes on the screen, guys. I want everyone's attention. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Shatrughan, we have discussed already. You joined late, right? Yeah. So all of you see here, all of your eyes on the screen. The Linux process is divided, or the booting process is divided into three systems, three stages. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, what is happening at the third stage is starts all processes. Correct? Yes. Now, let's talk about the flavors in Linux. Can you all tell what are the different kinds of flavors we have? Has anyone worked with any kind of Linux flavors? Yeah. Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, RHEL, Red Hat, Kali, right? You have worked, right? Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, Red Hat, Kali. You have worked. Now, the companies, whatever I have worked and whatever I have cracked, for your information, these two Linux platforms are primarily used. One is Ubuntu, one is CentOS. For your information, Amazon, Walmart, Verizon, Infosys, or other companies, whatever you can consider, like maybe Paytm, DNB, SAP, Informatica, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. PayPal, Deloitte, right? So these all companies, the primary system of usage is either Ubuntu or CentOS. So which OS you need to learn, or which system you have to handle the most if you are going to learn Linux, or if you are going to onboard yourself in understanding? Guys, yes. So Ubuntu and CentOS are the primary consideration for you if you are a fresher or if you are starting your career in the Linux journey, right? So now let's understand. Once you have started with Ubuntu or CentOS and you have a Linux system, right, with this Ubuntu flavored OS. Now, can you tell me what will be my next step? So I will be comparing this with a laptop, right? So I have a laptop and I have a OS. What is the next step I will do, guys? What is the next step I will do? Can you tell me? Quickly. I want everyone to quickly tell like what exactly I am going to do. Yes. So once the systems are ready, I will be making sure I install softwares. I explore the system, right? I understand the disks. I understand the processes. I understand users and password. Do you do all those things? If you buy a new laptop, do you do all these things, right? You install the software, you explore the system, you check the disk, you check the process, you check the user and password, and you also check the folders. Yes, all of you do this? Everyone? So the next process, what we are going to do is understand these things. Okay, so let's get started with the next slide, which is your commands cheat sheet. Okay. So the entire, before going ahead into this, I would like to tell you the entire Linux is divided mostly, or most of the interview questions are asked with this. Do you agree with me? How do you manage your users? How do you manage your users? How do you, okay. One important thing I forgot to add, networks and firewall. Yes, if you have a laptop, you do this also. Yes, correct. So please write down the important component for you to start with are this. And in Linux, anything you want to start or anything you want to learn, the first and the foremost thing comes is commands. Do you all agree with me? If you want to do anything in Linux, the first and the foremost pain point for a DevOps engineer is learning commands or knowing about the commands. All of you agree with me? People, right? So let's talk about that. The entire commands is divided into several brackets or several components. How is the class till now? Are you getting some things? Good. Able to understand everyone? Right? I will make it very easy for you. See, everything is structured format. Okay, everything is structured. If you start here, there, nothing you will learn, right? Everything is a process oriented. You should learn like this only. Kiar, okay, I have started my system. I have installed my OS. I will work with my commands now, right? Okay, good. Now let's start with commands. All of you see here, very simple commands. You don't need to worry. I will tell you the entire cheat sheet, how to remember and how to learn. Shall we start? Yes. I will take here a little bit of time for you all. So I would request to have your water bottles with you. I will also get my water bottle. Okay. Right. Right. All of your eyes on the screen. Okay. So the entire components are divided into, I have told you, right? The entire commands. One is file management command. Please write down in your notebook. One is user management command. One is disk management command. One is process management commands. Okay, here you write user and group. One is network management commands, firewall management commands. Now you see, these things only are our commands. Do you agree with me? Right? Whatever we have written, those are our commands. And from here, I will pull each thread for you and I will make a bigger picture here. Okay, so this is how you need to remember the concepts in Linux. Don't just by heart everything. Okay, all of you, let's get started. So all of you see here, the first one is file operations. If you have a Linux file with you, if you have a file in your laptop, what are the commands that you will be utilizing on that file? I have a single file with me. What are the file structure I will be going ahead with? What are the things that I will be following in the file structure? Please see here, all of you, when you do a ls hyphen lh, ls is listing all files in Linux. Suppose you have a Linux terminal. Suppose you have a Linux terminal and in that terminal, you are giving a command ls on the screen. Immediately, ls will list all files present in that folder or place. Is it clear? Very simple. ls is nothing but listing all the files. If you see touch, it creates a empty file. Touch is a command. So one thing I forgot to tell you, in Linux or in DevOps, if you see here ls or touch or rm, these all are single entities. This will initiate a process in the background on how the way these commands behave. Okay, so if you don't remember, you see here for Docker also, you call Docker. For Kubernetes, you call with the commands kubectl, right? For Maven, you say mvn, right? So these all are like calling entities for the software. So when I'm talking about the calling entity of Linux, these all starting commands are calling entities of Linux. So if you see here, ls is the calling entity for a Linux process. Touch is used to create an empty file. Copy, CP, copy file 1 to file 2. So it is copying the file 1 data to the file 2. Move, MV, right? Move is basically to move the file or directory from one place to another, right? If you are seeing to rename a file 1 to file 2, you say like this. RM, to delete a file or to remove a file. List all contents in the directory. MKDIR, make the directory. So for example, let's say I have mkdir in Linux. How do you create a directory in laptop? What is the process to create a directory in laptop? Yes. Yeah. What you do, right click and you create the folder, right? This is how you do usually, right? Right click and you create. Yes, whatever you have the shortcuts and all. But in Linux to create a folder, the simple command is mkdir. Mkdir. Mkdir is to create a directory. Okay. Touch is used to create a file. Okay. Very simple. Now, all of you see here, password, print current working, oh, sorry, pwd to print the current working directory, stat file, display the attributes of files and directories. Now, one important thing, guys, tell me one thing. If I have a file name, heydevops.txt, okay. Now, have you seen any time in Windows, you right click on this file and you get the info, correct? Do you agree with me? In Windows, you right click on the file and you get the info, right? But on Linux, we don't do any right click or something. You will have all the details of the files in just beside format itself. So it will have how much data it is handling, what are the permissions on this file, when it was created, right? All those things are there, like properties of this file. Okay, properties of this file. Very simple, right? Properties of this file. Now, to get that property, you say stat, right? Stat, display the properties of files and directory. WC file name. So wherever you see file, it's a file name. Okay, WC is basically very much important in Linux automations. Okay, so I will give you one automation. Yes, word count, WC is word count. I will give you one real-time automation. You tell me some things, okay? I am working in Walmart. Okay, please listen here. Don't write anything. I am working in Walmart and I have a Linux system here. In this Linux system, I have deployed few of the microservices. Okay, so how many microservices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in this 6 microservices, each of the application have 2 services running. All of you got it till here? Yes. So total I have 6 microservices. Each service, sorry, total I have 6 services running. Each service has 2 services. Each microservices have 2 services. So total how many applications we have here? 3 applications and 6 services. Now you tell me, these 6 applications are utilizing my Linux system's CPU and memory. Do you agree with me? All of you agree with me? These 6 systems are utilizing my CPU and memory. You agree with me, all of you? Yes? Right. Now, we need to understand, my manager told me that, Praveen, your system is having 10 GB of memory. Okay, but these 6 services are utilizing already 9 GB of memory. Can you do something here? So what I have to do is, I have to write a automation script. Okay, and I will say like, if my WC count of a particular application, let's say microservice 1, is greater than 1, then delete one service. Have you understood? So word count is basically in numbers, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. This I have done in Verizon basically. In Verizon, we used to deploy all the microservices directly on the Linux systems, because of which CPU memory used to get crashed. So prevent that, we wanted to deploy the unwanted microservices from the Linux system or unwanted processes. Have you all understood what is the use of WC here in this particular use case? Guys, all of you? Yeah? Yes? Good, good, great. How many of you understood it for the first time? Like you know today only. Like you heard about this today only. How many of you are there? Like Omar, Priyanka? Okay. Right, right. You heard today only, right? So WC is used to get the process counts. If you are seeing like process count, word lines, everything, right? Now, all of you see here. Now, you understood some things with respect to files. Now, if I want to create or view the file, so you have a cat command to view the file. So you see here, cat view the file. Tag prints reverse text in order. More, if a file is very large and you want to check, like you want to get the details to a certain extent and you hit enter, 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 it will give you some more details. Now, all of you see here, a coin has heads and tails, right? All of you eyes on the screen, right? A coin has a head and a tail, right? Similarly, in Linux, you have something like head and tail. What this head will do is view the first number 5 line of a text file. So head and tail are used in Linux automation to get the number of lines. Suppose I have a file. In this file, I have a log. I want to get the first 5 lines of this log file. So you say head minus n5. So 5 is number of line. N denotes number of line. Head. Tail means last 5 lines. Are you all clear? What is this heads and tails stands for? Yes. See, if you delete the microservice, that process is deleted, right? So the CPU and the memory associated with that process will be released. Okay, 1+, clear? Now, we have seen about the process, about some manipulate. N means number of line. Rakesh, N means number of line. You have seen some file operations. You have seen file viewing. You have seen, like you will be seeing now printing the data. Shruti is asking if I want to read middle lines also, we have to use the same commands. No, you cannot like do the middle lines. You have to get the lines from starting or ending. If you want to get the middle line, there is a separate command, like you can use awk, awk command, sed command in Linux, you can use it. Okay. Now all of you see here. Yeah. So in Linux, there are some printing commands also. Echo, printf, yes, sequence, clear. Now all of you see here, whenever you want to print head minus n you need to give. Yes, you can do that, use. Yeah. Now all of your eyes on the screen, guys. All of your eyes on the screen. To print any data, you use echo or printf or yes or sequence, or if you want to clear the screen, you can use clear. So this is basically to extract the output from a file or to print something. Okay. Now, if you want to locate some data, very much important, locate a file. It will search the entire files and directory and locate a file of your choice. Suppose I say locate hey DevOps, it will give me all the data. Which CD searches the location of the CD means change directory. CD is going into the directory. Change directory. Yes. Where is ls? Now, one important thing, guys. I told you that everything in Linux is a process. Yes. So whatever the command you are typing, ls, cd, rm, echo, do you think that these all are some softwares or some processes running in background? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me, right? These all are individual components of the Linux system which are running in background and helping us to execute these commands. Okay. Now, which CD? it searches the location of the binary and it will give you where is ls. Now, this is important. If I want to locate the position of this software or a binary, I will discuss what is this. You will say where. So in Linux, if you are telling where is the command, it will find ls binary docs and source files. So you say like, where is cd? If you do this, it will give you the location of this binary file. Very simple. Okay. So that's how it works. And in Linux, among all the file searching operation, this is very important. Please write down in your notebook, all of you, wherever you go, like a hutch dog, this command will be following you. In almost, you can say like 60 to 70% of automations, you will be using this command. Okay. Guys, don't put anything in Q&A. You can ask me in the chat if you have queries. Okay. Right. Are you all clear? Yes. Now, what does the find do? All of you see here. Suppose I'm giving you an example. I have a folder called Hey DevOps. Okay. In this folder, I have file1.txt. I have file2.txt. Both are same. Manipriya, both are same. Both are used for printing only. File3.txt and file5 dot maybe data. Okay. Now, how many of you can give me this particular file data? Can you do automation to get me the file data? Anyone? Can you write an automation to go into this folder, read all the files and select this file, particular file, and get me the output of the file? How many of you can give me? How many of you can give me? Okay, good. Now all of you see here. No, you need to search all the files. So here, one command is very much important. That is the find command. This find command will go into the directory. Okay. And you have to say like find hyphen name of the file is star data, star dot data. Let's consider this. Okay. Clear? Find dot is basically, please write down this command. Find dot represents current directory. Hyphen name represents what you need to search in this files. Yes. So this is the one. I'm giving you the entire command which Deepti has shared to me. You can take the same note. Okay. Right. Find slash or find dot hyphen name, the file name and hyphen type. So what this will do, it will go into the Hey DevOps folder and it will search for all the files and it will take out this data. And I can do the cat on that particular output also. Okay. This is find command for you. You can search for anything. Now, if you see here, there are directory cd dot cd hyphen cd slash cd temp. These all are directory travel. So if I want to move from one directory to another directory, if I want to come out from one directory to another directory, if I want to go into one directory, how this is happening. So that is cd. Okay. All of your eyes on the screen. This is very important, very, very important. Without this, you are not a DevOps engineer. Now, does that sound funny? Does that sound funny? How many of you say, yes, that sounds funny? Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you, disk management is one of the important concept for you to know. Without disk management, and I have beautiful slides for you. Many slides are there. Okay. For you, where we will learn about disk management. Okay. So don't leave the class. I would suggest you all to stay in the class. So all of you see here, whenever you have a Linux system, now we are slowly moving to the disks of the Linux system. You will have a disk attached to the system. Let's say this disk is 10 GB. This is a Linux box and you have a 10 GB of disk attached to it, right? Clear? Now, whenever you are doing this commands, it's very, very important to have all these commands on the fingertips. df-h, right? Please write down the full form, all of you. They are asking, I don't know why they ask. They ask all the full form, guys. Disk free, H is human readable format. Please write down. When you tell df-h, whatever the disk is having the free space, it will show you that in the human readable format. Okay. du-s, sorry, du-s, du-h, disk usage in human readable format. Okay. The next one is fdisk. Okay. fdisk -l, very, very, very much important for you. fdisk -l gives the list of disks attached to the Linux system. Are you all getting whatever I am talking? Suppose a Linux system is having 2 disks, it will give you that data. fdisk -l. Clear? Right? cfdisk to create the partitions in disk. lsblk, list block devices. fdisk once more. Okay. fdisk is used to list all, oh, sorry. List all disks in a Linux system. Okay. L is list. Okay. Mount. Okay. All of your eyes here. Now this is the Linux system. I have a disk attached to this. Okay. I have attached the disk here. Okay. This is the disk. Now in this disk, how often are these commands used daily? All of the commands are used 100% daily. Okay. Here and there, often you will use it. So you cannot escape from these commands. Okay. All of your eyes here. Now this is the disk. Okay. This is the disk which I have attached here. Now what I'm going to do is I have one more disk. Yes, I'm showing you the cheat sheet only. Okay. You see my hand here, right, Anusha? Now this is the disk. So this is the Linux system. I have attached this disk here. And I have one more disk which is freely available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount that disk onto a particular folder. So you see here, mount and unmount are very, very much important in Linux. Mounting a disk, unmounting a disk are very, very much important. Clear? Okay. Right. Now, if you see here, sometimes mounting and attaching both are same. See, mounting means you have a folder. On top of that, you are attaching a file system, right? Same. Now, all of you see here, SSH. Now, how many of you are logging into your laptop with username and password? You are doing that? See, how many of you are logging into, you do, right? Username and password. Yes, in org laptop we do. But usually, whenever we handle the Linux systems, we usually do all these things. Okay, please see here. Whenever I want to log in from my laptop, my Linux machine to another Linux machine, the command is SSH secure shell, right? SSH is secure shell. Okay. So what that will do, secure shell username at the IP address. This is very much important to log in into remote login into this IP address. Okay. Sometimes the interviewer will ask you to create the data or to create the key pair. Okay. See, Shiva, I will not do all those things. Doing one by one, spoon feeding, we are not doing here right now. We are focusing on delivering the data. You can just copy this command and execute in your laptop. That will not take much time. Okay. No issues. Now all of you see here. Yes. Now, how many of you got this command in interview to show a generated key pair? Have you got any of this in interview? How many of you got? Yes. Yes. So basically, there are two types of commands to create. One is SSH-agent-t RSA, generate SSH RSA key pair. The other one is SSH-keygen-t RSA. This is also to generate the key pair. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Usually I also use SSH-keygen. Now all of you see here, suppose you have two Linux machines. All of you see here on my hand. Suppose you have two Linux machines. I want to copy the first key from one Linux machine to second Linux machine. How do you do that? Any idea? Yes, that is basically with SSH-copy-ID. You will copy the keys from one Linux machine to another Linux machine. Okay. Now, if you are able to see SCP also, you can do it. Okay. Yes, copy public key, right? Now, all of you see here, there are some file permission, chmod, chgroup, chown. All of you see here. These are very important to play with. Yes, people on external locations, please like the video, right? People on YouTube, please like the video if you are looking at anything, right? Okay, all of you see here. Now we will discuss about some file permissions. These three are very much important. chmod, chown, what is the other one? Okay, I'll consider umask. Okay, so whenever you are working with files, okay, these three are very much important. chmod. Now, please write down if you have seen something like this. RWX. Have you seen this? Whenever you have a file, let's say file.txt, on the beside thing only, you will see something like this. Have you seen? Everyone would have seen if you are working as a Linux engineer. Now, for your information, there are three types of users in Linux. One is a normal user. One is a group of user. It means a combined group of users. And the other user is other. Okay, so I will repeat it again. There are three types of user. One is actual user of the system. One is group of users. And the other one is others. It means outsiders. So for all of them, what type of permissions I need to give when a user is entering on a system? A group of users are entering on a system and outsiders are entering on the system. Do you know that whenever you have a laptop, for the organization, there will be an admin account, and for a user, there will be user account. Have you seen? If you are working in any company or if you have your own personal laptop, you also create, right? One account for your sister or brother, one account for you, right? You do usually, right? So the same thing we are also doing here, right? So what we are trying to do is the three types of users, user, group, others, are given what kind of permissions. So whenever we talk RWX, the format will be like this. Okay, please write down R4 W2 X is 1. So if you are able to see my Linux machine here, if I am showing you, okay, all of you see here, do you see something like this mini cube? Yes, all of your eyes on the screen. Yeah, all of you are seeing. So if you are seeing RWX, okay, R dash X, and there is a R dash X. So the first three terms is for a user of the system. The second three permission is for group of users. And the third three permission is for others. Now, can you tell me, as I am the owner of the system, what permission I have on this file, minikube or directory? Yes, read, write, execute, the full permission I have. Outsiders or the group of people, what they have? They have only read and execute permission. De-indicate directory. When you see a D, it means a directory. When you don't see a D, it means a file. Okay. So you see here, it's a file, automation file, RWX, RX, RX. Yes. So usually what you do, let's say I am changing this file permission to full permission. So what I do, chmod, change modify, 777 automation 2 dot sh. So if you are able to see, did it got full permission now? Yes. So how does that happen? Usually 777 means, what is this 777? See here, for a user, RWX, for a group, RWX, for others, RWX. So 4 plus 2 plus 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Correct? Do you agree with me? So usually this is important. Now, the other command is chown. So owner. If you want to change the ownership of the file. So who is the owner here, guys? Who is the owner here for this file? Praveen is the owner, right? I am the owner, right? Very simple. I am the owner. So what is going to happen here is, if I want to change this owner to Anusha or Shruti or Rohit or Manikanta, so I will be using the command change owner, the owner name, okay, and the file name. Okay. As of now, Anusha is not there in the system, so it will throw an error to me. Okay. If Anusha is there, it will apply that particularly. So similarly, if you are able to see, there are many commands in the Linux system. If I go ahead doing this commands, it will be a whole lot of day for me to go over the command. So what is the today's task for you all? What is the today's task for you all? What is the today's task? Complete this cheat sheet. Okay. Go over each of the command. If you have a Linux system, practice the commands. Is it clear? Shall I move forward? Because it will take a lot of time for me. If you want me to complete only this, I can complete this. If you want to move me forward, I can move. It's up to you. What you want? You want me to move forward, or you want me to explain each thing, do some little bit hands-on, move forward? Shall I move forward? Right. Good. Okay. Right. So all of you see here, we have seen till now Yes. Those who are in the class, if you are staying till the end, I will be collecting the attendance from you. And those email IDs which you submit, I'll be sending the emails to you. This document and one interview questions document also. Okay? Right? Okay, great. So let's move forward. Let's understand some other things. Till now, you have seen different kinds of commands, different kinds of strategies, different kinds of variations. But now let's discuss about the folder structure. Okay. This folder structure is very important for you. Okay. All of you see here. Whenever I'm talking about the folder structure, please see here, all of your eyes on the screen. How many types of, quickly we will ramp up this slide, okay? How many folders you can see on the screen? etc, sbin, user, where, dev, bin. Are you all seeing these folder structures? Yes or no? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Except bin, slash bin. This is. Now, please take a note of this thing, okay? Now, whenever a software is installed, you see, move. All of you, please, please, please. Move. Present working directory. Touch make directory. I told you these are binaries in the Linux system. Yes, RM. Yes. So whatever you have seen as a command, where they are present in the Linux system, where they are present, where? Under the bin. Bin is binary of Linux system. Is it clear, everyone? Bin is binary of the Linux system. Okay. Now, etc. etc consists of configuration files of the system. For example, you have a host name, host file, what to allow in the system, what to deny in the system, what is my initial processes to be started, what are my networks, what are my passwords, what are my host names, resolve.conf, RPC, remote procedure protocols, shell, time zone, security, what else I know here, FS tab, cron tab. So these all are configuration files of the Linux system. Suppose you want to change any configuration of the Linux system, you have to come here. Okay. Essential system binaries. These are, you can consider like user binaries or the main important binaries which usually user do. These are system binaries. System by fdisk, file system check, getty, halt, if config, init, make file system, make swap, reboot, route. Yes, these all are system binaries. There is a user folder also. Under user, if you see user slash bin, these are user related commands, user libraries, user local software, user. So you have, right, in the Mac laptop or in the Windows laptop, you have a folder called user. Under that, you will have documents, everything, right? Same way, if you have a user in your system, it will have all the binaries of that particular user, includes libraries, local files, everything. Yeah, clear? No, this is not batch 10 class, but this is a demo class for batch 10. If you are liking this demo class, the way I am talking, the way I am teaching, the way, if you have felt the power with me of learning for the next 3 months, December, January, February, you will be with me completely. I'll be giving you the entire roadmap to clear any kind of interview. So for all of you, if you are really interested, right? If you have really loved the way I am teaching, see, nothing comes in the first, right? For your information, let me tell you. Meanwhile, you can write down this structure, right? I'll tell you. I'll just take out some things for you. Okay. If you are a fresher, Nothing comes easy for you. The first job, the first resume creation, the first approach to any interview, facing of that interview. If you are an experienced, now getting a job is very difficult, right? Very, very difficult. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you are coming with me in batch 10, okay? Most of the organization, yes. See, AWS certification is not needed that much. Okay, I don't have AWS certification, to be very honest. Okay. Now, all of you see here, just I will take 2 minutes of time, not more than that. I will tell you few things, what I'm going to teach you, what you are getting. And those who have registered for batch 10, really good that you have taken your initiative. Okay, what I have selected. Okay, just 2 minutes of your time. All of you see here, this is basically the batch 10, which I will be teaching personally to you all. Okay. And the amount what you are seeing from last 2 years, if you see, I have kept maybe the same price, a little bit higher than this, to make sure all the freshers, all the experienced can enroll into the batch. I have seen people, if you go to any institute, people will charge you 1 lakh rupees or 50,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees or minimum to minimum 10,000 rupees. You search in entire YouTube. If you get course with less than this cost, I'm going to give you for free. Okay. With my content and with my placement stories. If anyone is genuinely giving you at this much cost, you show me, I will give you, or a open challenge to anyone. If you see any course, okay, which is less than this price, feel free to email us with the screenshot of that course. To email us here, you will get free of cost the course. Are you ready to take the challenge? You search entire YouTube. You search everywhere. You search your local area. You search your communities everywhere. If you get course price less than this, I'm going to give you the course for free to you. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. Yeah. So Kiran is telling I almost spent 30,000, but no use, right? So if you really want to upskill, right? If you really want to upskill with me, the way I am teaching, if you are loving the way, only 10 people from this live stream I'm going to take, because yesterday only the price was supposed to be increased, but still, because many of you have emailed us, Praveen, keep the same price for today also. Only for 10 people, those who are interested to enroll, right? You will be given at this price. So what are we going to do? I'm going to tell you. Please see here. Linux, whatever you have seen is just like 10% of the Linux. In our batch, we will complete the remaining stuff. It means the important concepts to clear the interview. I am an RHCSA certified. No, mom, we will continue the session. I'll take just 2 minutes. Okay. Red Hat certified Linux system administration. I am a RHCSA certified. So all those interview questions will be shared to you. All the hands-on questions which I have done in that lab will be shared to you. So you can parallelly check with me if you are interested to enroll. You can parallelly open this link in the website and you can go over with me. Git in depth, we will go. Implement role-based access strategies of Kubernetes. Jenkins CI/CD DevSecOps pipelines. Fine tune your pods, Jenkins internal. So all those things are primarily with respect to cracking an interview. Okay. Now, if you are seeing secure password with Ansible Vault, Azure and AWS. So in this batch, two projects mainly are Azure and AWS. Exact duration, 3 months close to, because if you are enrolling today, you will be part from today, December, January, and February. And yes, I'm going to help you with various people information, like whatever the companies have cracked. And for location to location, it will be varying. For US, it will be a other cost little bit higher than this, but very minimal cost. If you see any other country outside India, the cost will be little bit higher, but it's very little cost. Okay. Yes, correct. So if you are able to see, the course is starting in next 2 weeks. If you are enrolling today, you are going to get all the documents, all the prerequisites to be completed in the website with a video. Okay. And the classes will be same like this as you have joined today, 9 a.m. to 11:30 or 12 p.m. 3 hours close to sessions will be there. Every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'll be teaching. Wednesday, there will be a doubts clearing session. Yes, if you want to get one-to-one session, I will tell you, if you are booking your seat here, you can opt for a one-to-one session here. It will be a 30 minutes call. You can distribute that call into two sessions, one 15 minutes, one 15 minutes, or up to you. You can take the batch 9 recorded videos also, right? And if you are not interested in anything, you can just pay this. And one important thing for all of you, if you are joining today, right, I will be taking out your email IDs from the time the session has been started. If you are enrolling, we will connect with you again. Okay. So this is only to make sure you know everything before the start date. So I am sharing you the batch link. You can share with your friends. If you have any queries, you can let me know. As batch 10 is starting in 2 weeks, 10 people from this masterclass, only 10 people, you can enroll yourself. And for your information, I am going to give you all these details. And this I am revealing in the class today. I have not revealed. Maybe yesterday I have shown little bit. In the last 2 months, I have cracked few companies where I will show you the interview questions. All of you see here. See, you tell now, you are telling me that coding is not important, right? But if you see these all companies, see, State Street, I have not cracked. RCCM, I have not cracked. But whatever the interview questions I have got, I have prepared. And if you are able to see, guys, what is this? Please, can you tell me what is this? In the down, what is this? What is this, guys? Hacker rank with a timer. Yes. And the beside email, if you are seeing RCCM platform reliability. Do you agree? Without coding, getting a job is very difficult. And the entire list goes on. This document, if you see, would have been created 2 months back. Okay. I usually have the maybe a feeling whenever I start a batch, I clear some of the interviews, I collect their information of interview questions, and then I share those with you. Okay. And similarly, I have cracked JP Morgan Chase. Okay. I have cracked Rakuten. Last 2 months, I am talking only last 2 to 3 months. Cisco, DG Cert. Okay. All those companies I have cracked. Is it clear, everyone? Right. So if you want to see some more things, a proof of any company I have cracked, let me know. I will show you that proof also. If you are not believing that, Praveen, do you really crack JP Morgan? Show me the proof. If you really cracked Rakuten, show me the proof. If you really cracked DigiCert, show me the proof. I will give you all the proof. Okay. So those who are interested for batch 10, only 10 people you can enroll. Yes, Shruti, JP Morgan Chase, I was selected for associate vice president role. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So how many of you are interested to enroll? I'm giving you 5 minutes of time before we go to the next steps of understanding things like RHCSA real-time scenarios. We will be going ahead. I'm giving you 10 minutes of time. You can enroll here. You can check the placement stories. If you are not sure of placement, you can see Verizon. You can see Walmart placed. You can see how I am giving the job guidance to freshers. I will create Naukri profile for you guys, or you will see my Naukri profile, how I created, how I applied. You will be seeing my LinkedIn profile. You will be seeing all the jobs that I have applied. If you are seeing, In the last 2 months, I have applied many jobs. Whatever I am telling the truth. Okay. If you are seeing in the last 2 months, see here, RC Shyam, guys, you saw a coding question. If you see, 2 months ago, I have applied to this position, SRE lead position. 2 months ago. For that, I got a call. They gave me a coding question. I didn't clear the interview, final round. Like there will be very tough RCSM means system design, a very hard level of system design they will go. But I have cleared, I have cleared rest all interviews, whatever I have cleared. Cisco I have cleared. Okay. I have also cleared Rakuten. If you see here, there will be JP Morgan Chase. Yeah. So Rakuten, this was the position which I have applied. If you see like 3 months ago, right? So all the things, it's in front of you. If you are interested to enroll, no, there are no installments and recorded videos will be given. If you are enrolling for batch 10, for your information, right after the live classes, the recordings will be available. Please see here, class recordings available. Right after the class recordings, assignments, project documents, theory documents, and interview questions documents. 5 documents for each class will be shared with you. Okay. Yes, 2 years gap. If you want to enroll, you can definitely come. Placements, for your information, I'm going to give you job guidance, right? With the help of job guidance, you have to go ahead and sit in the interview. Yeah. Weekends and weekday. On Wednesday also, you will have classes. Okay. Let me take 5 minutes of your time. And if you are interested, you can enroll now. Meanwhile, I will take some water and you can check everything. What are the tools you will learn? And for the people watching me outside, I have already shared the details there. See, USA people, it's 6,500 rupees. Okay. Not more, not less. Because we have to maintain servers also, which are outside, right? So I'm telling you, if you get like Sujata, not only for you, for everyone, if you get less than this cost, you take that. I don't have issues. Okay. So only 10 people, guys. Once you are enrolling now, after 10:30, tell me your name. Live batch. All the things are live batch. Oh, great. Oladale is telling, yes, Oladale, you have enrolled for batch 7. I got an offer from a company that specializes deployed Red Hat. Okay, so Oladale, I would suggest you to go over the complete RHCSA training. If you have any friend, that will be very good, right? It will be very helpful. Complete the RHCSA, Red Hat Certified Systems Administrator. Okay. So yes, if anyone is interested, once you have enrolled, let me know your name right now after 10:30 p.m. I'll be waiting for 5 minutes. Yes. On the other platforms, just now shared the link. Yeah, please ask your doubts also if you have any doubts. No, right now I'm asking. If you have already enrolled, that's good, right? I'm only taking 10 people right now. So who will be the 10 people? Can you call out your name so that I can wait? If you are not there, that's fine. We will move ahead. Anna, recent of startup job placement, but size of the team is 15 members. Is there evening batch? No, only morning batch. Yes, I'll be teaching from basics. Yes. The way I am teaching right now in this masterclass, it will be the same way. Spring Boot Java also you will get it because without Java and without Python, cracking interview is difficult. I'm going to give you scenarios. Okay. Tisera, those who have enrolled, okay, 10 people, please give your name. Praveen, do you have harness? No, we are not using harness by the way. Okay. Yes. Okay, Shrikant. Right. Only weekends, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. Sorry, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yes, live classes are starting from 28 December. If you are seeing, this is the day. Okay. Yes. Yes, Shrija, I have covered these topics in the previous years. If you are able to see, all the companies, you name a company, the students will be there. Okay. You search these names in LinkedIn. The people will be there. The people will be there. Okay. People will be there. Okay. So you search any name, Nayan Chafle, people will be there. Sure, Shrikant, that's fine. Yes, this complete course is to master the complete DevOps. It's not one topic. It's the complete course. Okay, complete course. Yes, ATS, boss, this resume you see, what are you talking? Without ATS, how will you go ahead and apply the companies? You see, where is that? Yes, you see, ATS resume, complete resume with projects. I will prepare for you. Okay. So morning batch timing, same timings, 9 a.m., 9 a.m. to same timings of the batch, 9 a.m. every weekend to 11:30 a.m. Okay. Devika, no, because we are in class, I wanted to collect the names of the enrolled students. Okay. I have 3 years of experience support. Yes, you already enrolled. Great. I have 3 years of experience in support role, want to switch domain to DevOps. I already enrolled for Bastion. Which scenario I have to follow? You don't need to follow any scenario. You have to join every class, every live class, prepare notes. Whatever the interview questions I will be sharing, you have to follow that, Maruti. Okay? Yes, Maruti? Clear? Right. Okay. Hello, Praveen. You are working professional. How many years of experience? I am 8+ years of experience. Okay. Deepak? ठीक है? Right. Praveen, on working days, how to join classes on Wednesday? If you don't have doubts, you are not supposed to join. But if you have doubts, you can join. If you still have doubts, you can put your doubts in this group. This is basically our WhatsApp group. So you can see here all the people with leaderboard details. Once you enroll, you will get it here. People with completed courses, people with completed data, their names will be showing here. So week-wise leaderboard, month-wise, lifetime-wise. Yeah, if you don't have coding knowledge also, you can join Lewis. No issues. I am patch management for 15 years. Yes. So you can move. You can keep like 10 years into your patching management and 5 years into DevOps. Yes. Okay. So let's move forward. I am just taking out your names, but yeah, let's move forward. Okay. All of you see here. Let's complete a few of the slides and then we will talk about the doubts. Okay. Meanwhile, if you are enrolling, you can enroll or no issues, right? So all of you see here, because I am an RHCSA certified, I have collected some of the questions from various kinds of scenarios and I have attached it here. So let's deep dive into few of the topics. Okay. Now, let's discuss about the next step is RHCSA. Okay. So this stands for Red Hat Certified Systems Admin. So what does this guy does is whatever you have seen starting from top to bottom, this guy's responsibility is that when in the year 2016, 17, 18, 19, but now if you see everything is clubbed under a roof called DevOps. DevOps engineer needs to know RHCSA, DevOps engineer needs to know coding, DevOps engineer needs to know tools, monitoring, security, everything. You name one thing, it will be under that. Yes, Bala, correct. Yes, Priyanka, yes. Okay. Python is also there. Yeah. Right. So now let's understand what is the importance of this RHCSA. So you have seen there are two types of Linux flavors. One is CentOS, one is Ubuntu. Okay. Let's say you have got a new laptop here. So once you have got the new laptop, you will be installing the OS, right? All of you, right? You will be installing the OS. Now, yes, Nizam, correct, right? Now, when you are installing something on your laptop, some process is to be followed. Okay. For example, in Windows laptop, you have a .exe file. You download that file and you extract that. In Mac, you have something like, I'm not remembering, I think D, something like Mac. What is the file format? D. What is that? Quickly. DNG. What is that? DMG. Yeah, correct. DMG, right? In Mac, DMG. Similarly, in CentOS, you have a repository management for your softwares. Please write down YUM full form is Yellow Dog Update Manager. So whatever the softwares you want to install, suppose I want to install Jenkins, I want to install MySQL database, I want to install Postgres database, I want to install Prometheus, I want to install Grafana. All those things, if you want to install, guys, can you tell me what is the configuration folder we have talked? What is the configuration folder? ETC, correct? You all know, right? ETC. So if you see here, etc/yum.repos.d. Under etc, there is a folder called yum.repos.d where all the configuration files will be there. So please take a note here. This etc/yum.repos.d slash, suppose I am installing MySQL, it will be mysql.repo. Suppose I am installing Prometheus, this file will contains prometheus.repo. The .repo is an extension for the softwares to be installed. Now, what this files will contain, please see here. This files will contain various kinds of data. Okay. Now, listen carefully. I have a laptop. I am going to download a software from internet. Correct? Is that correct? I have a laptop. I want to download that software from internet. Very simple. But I want to download my liked software. I mean, there is a version from internet I want to download. There is some version in the internet that only I want to download. I don't want to download any other software or any other place. So what you do now, in this repo file, you write the URL from which website you have to download, what version you are liking to be downloaded, what are the keys that you are passing for this URL to be downloaded. Okay, so you see here, suppose I want to create a MySQL repository. So you see here, name enabled base URL key. So what does this mean is, I have a file called mysql.repo, which is under yum.et repos.d. And whenever I am typing yum install mysql, so to install a software in CentOS, you go with the command called yum install software name. Is it clear, guys? Yum install software name. So this yum install MySQL will first go to my mysql.repo file and it will read all the configuration from the file. Then it will hit the internet and download. Did you understood why it is important, everyone? Yes. All of you clear? Not clear? Let me tell you in a very simple way. Okay, please write down. If you are not clear, very simply, I will explain. So what I told you, yum.repos.d slash mysql.repo. This is the file I created, correct? This is the file I created, all of you? Yes. In this file, what are the details I have added? URL from where it has to download, the name of the software I am downloading, the GPG key enabled. Okay. Enabled one means this entire data is there for me to download the software. If I keep enabled as 0, it means I cannot use this file. So I have a URL here. When I type this command, yum install mysql, it will first go to this file. This file will have this URL, right? Internet URL. It will go to the internet. It will download the data. Now you got it? The version which I am liking. Yes. So version means in the URL itself, the version will be there. So no need to worry about it. Clear? Yes, Priyanka? Definitely. Is it clear, everyone? Yes? Yes or no? How do you manage the repositories in Linux? Okay, so this is the Linux RHCSA question. They will give you a question like this: create a repository and download a particular version of the software. So you need to use this code and get the software installed. Okay, now very important in the Linux, let's talk about disks, guys. How many of you have worked actually with disks? Ubuntu, you use apt. Okay, apt is the package manager. Same like yum install, you have apt get. How many of you have worked with disk management? Any idea? What is this disk management? Yes, no? How many of you know that? Don't know. Okay, let's talk a little bit. I will tell you my experience first, how the disks are maintained in the Linux system. So guys, do you remember fdisk command? Yes. Fdisk -L, correct? Do you remember mount command we discussed? Yes, correct. You remember umount command which we discussed? So you remember du-h, df-h? Yeah. So these all are important for Linux file system management and disk management. So what we are trying to do is there are two types, or there are many types of disks that we can create in the Linux system. Suppose all of your eyes on the screen for next 5 minutes, guys. Suppose this is a Linux box and this is the disk which you have attached. Okay. I want to partition the disk. Clear, listenly, huh? Use case one. Case one, like how I got my hands on, I'm telling you in real time. Okay. Use case one is create a file system of type ext or xfs. This is one use case. Case two, partition the existing disk. Please write down in your notebook. These all are real-time use cases. Okay. Case three, extend or decrease the existing disk. Case four, convert the disk or partition the disk to have swap memory, LVM. Have you all written the 4 use cases? All of you? If you all have written use cases, I will move forward. Okay, great. Now let's discuss about case wise. Okay. Now all of you see here, why do we need this, right? To upgrade the hard disk, dual booting purpose, efficient disk management, ensure backup and security, work with different file systems. So whatever you have written, Outside this, please repeat case 4. Okay. Convert the disk or partition the disk to have swap memory and LVM. This is swap memory or LVM. And guys, one request to everyone. See, this you will not find in reading books or like this notes, specified notes. I would request you all to prepare notes in the class itself. And if you are really loving the class, like I'm learning new, then please share on LinkedIn, okay? And tag me. I will definitely respond to all of your posts, okay? So how to create a LinkedIn post? Go to the startup post, write something like you have learned something today with Hey DevOps and Praveen Singhambally, and attach the screenshot here. Is it clear, everyone? You can attach any of the screenshot from the learning class. Like, let's say like this screenshot you have liked. Okay. This screenshot you have liked. You take this screenshot and you can put it in the LinkedIn feed. Is it clear? Right? Anything. See, from last 2 hours or 1.5 hours, we have been talking about Linux. We have started from very basics and we are here now disk management, right? So much teachings in just 1.5 hours. So if you have really liked the class, you can post it on LinkedIn. If you don't, know, you can post in Instagram and tag me also. This is our Instagram page. Okay. So I usually prepare content here, DevOps content, all the DevOps meetups, like this meetup I have recently done. If you have anyone have attended this meetup, so these are all our previous batch students. Okay. So I think Omar is also there in the class. And these all are like our previous batch 987 students. Yeah, this entire group. And this was the Microsoft event which we have done. And these all people are our previous batch student, you can see. Okay. So like that, I usually take the content on Instagram also and LinkedIn. Right. So anyways, like private account, you cannot tag. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay. Right. But you can check out my page and you can follow there also for any kind of content. Okay. Now let's deep dive into one important concept, that is this one. Okay. Now let's say I have a disk. Please listen here. I have a disk of 8 GB, which I have attached to my Linux system. Please listen carefully. Very important. In every interview, this will be asked. Okay. I have a disk of 8 GB and I have attached to my Linux system. My manager is telling that, Praveen, you partition this 8 GB into two disks. One is swap memory and one is logical volume memory. Please listen carefully. Okay. This is 100% an interview question. If you are keeping disk management in your resume, then you are going to get this. Damn 100% sure about that. Okay. So what type of memory they will ask you? Either you create a swap memory, either you create a logical volume memory. Now, what is swap? What is logical volume memory? Very interesting, right? Let's deep dive into these two components. Right. All of you see here. We have discussed about RAM, or you already know what is RAM, right? Whenever you use your phone of 4 GB RAM, your phone gets hang. What do you do? Please, guys, what do you do? When your phone gets hang, you clear the cache. How many of you do, right? When your browser like takes the old data, you clear the cache. So in Linux also, let's say this is my Linux machine and I have deployed some microservices. These microservices are running with some cache, with some RAM. Let's say I have a RAM of 4 GB and already all the processes have been running with this 4 GB. I want to create a additional memory, which is not RAM, but it's a swap memory. So what you do is you take a disk and you create a partition of 2 GB or 3 GB. It's not RAM. It's a swap memory which will take the additional load on RAM when needed. And when it is done, it gets cleared. Are you all clear? What does swap memory do in Linux systems? It creates the temporary RAM space for you. You cannot attach RAM. RAM is costly, you know, right? If I go for buying a RAM, it's costly. How many of you have bought RAM for your laptops? It's costly. Yes. RAM is not costly. What? Costly? Yeah, it's costly. So what I will do is I will create a swap memory. This functionality is given by Linux only. Okay. So what they are telling is, boss, don't create buy RAM. You take swap memory and you have the partition of swap memory. So how do you create the swap memory is this steps to be followed. Okay, did I close it? Okay, all of you see here. Please repeat with me. Swap memory is the temporary, Lakshmi. Swap memory is the temporary memory. Okay, swap memory is the temporary memory in the Linux system. Okay. Clear? Any questions till now? I will go ahead and tell you about this concept. This is also taken from RHCSA. Okay. I will be telling you few things. Please write. Okay. Now all of you see here. What is this command? What is this command? You already have seen in my Linux cheat sheet. Yes. All of you? No, not fdisk. Fdisk. Okay. Now, what is this? In laptop, you have something like C drive, D drive, E drive, correct? But in Linux, whenever you attach a disk, it will be dev/xvda. Dev slash, yes, correct, Oladale, okay? xvdb. Is it clear? Dev/xvda, dev/xvdb. So suppose my dev/xvda is 8 GB. Please listen carefully. Okay. How much size this xvda is? Yes. I want to create a swap partition from this 8 GB. So what is the process? This is how the interview question will ask. So you have to first use the command fdisk, the disk name. Okay. Then immediately there will be a command thrown on your screen. You have to select N and how much size you want. Suppose you want 512 MB, you say plus 512 MB. Suppose you need 1 GB, you say 1 G. Suppose you need 2 GB, you say 2 G. Okay. And the immediate next command will be prompt for giving the type of partition. In Linux, there are different types of partitions. As I have told you, this is swap. Swap will have a number of 19. Now in Linux, this number would have been changed to 22 or something. In the new Linux systems like RHEL 8, RHEL 9, it will be changed. So please have a caution. This is old Linux laptops, but in the new one, this number is upgraded to a new number. So once you give the number here, it will be automatically. Yes, you have to remember all the steps. If you are keeping disk management in your resume, this is to be remembered. Is it clear? And if you are seeing these commands are again disk management commands. Part probe, mk swap, mounting, swap on to save the data, save whatever we have partitioned here. So for your information to know, this command is important, this command is important, this command is important. I think every command is important. See, part probe, to let the Linux kernel know about the partition. See, you removed a 512 MB from here, correct? Do you agree with me, guys? You removed a 512 MB from here, correct? But how the kernel will know that you have removed this? So you have to do this part probe. So you see here it is third partition. So already you can understand XVDA1, XVDA2 are already taken out from this. The third partition which we are doing is XVDA3. Yes. Is it clear, everyone? Yes or no? Bhai log, behan log, clear? See, this is only to explain. If you don't do hands-on, also fine. Okay. But what is today's task for you? I want everyone to go over this cheat sheet. Is it clear? Without this cheat sheet, you are not going to survive in DevOps. It should be in fingertips what command is doing what. Prepare notes, whatever. Yes, those who are staying till the end, I will be taking your attendance. Then you can leave. Okay, after the attendance, you can leave the session. Okay, all commands you have to learn. It should be in the fingertips. Clear? If I talk about locate, if I talk about du, df, mount, disk management is very important. So please take a note. Is it clear, everyone? Everyone clear? Yes. Good. Yes. This entire slides will be given to you to your email ID. I will collect all your email IDs in another 10 minutes. Okay. So yes, the session is completed. You have to tell me how the session was. I will just record a snap and I will post it on Instagram. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. On the count of 1, 2, 3, you tell me how was the session. Right. I'll start the recording. On the count of, okay, sorry. On the count of 1, 2, and 3. How was the session, guys? Today we have completed Linux pre-masterclass for 2 hours, 9 to 11. Put anything you like, everything you wanted for me to let know that, yes, Praveen, I have learned something new, something good today in the class. So we have seen so many things, so many things. And yes, yes, yes. So yes. So you liked today's class. It was really good. I enjoyed a lot. And hopefully all of you would love to join batch 10. Those who are willing to join, you can join definitely. And very level. Okay, good. Yes. I think that's very good to understand whatever we have discussed in this slides. I'll just like whatever we have seen, right? These all slides are really important for your growth. And as discussed, please complete the cheat sheet, right? Without that, don't come back to batch 10. Okay. So cheat sheet is very, very much important. So yes, without cheat sheet completion, don't come to batch 10, right? That's very important. Now, let's talk about the batch 10 guys, right? So how many of you have enrolled for batch 10? Yes? No? So all the things are there for you here itself on the website. The recordings will be updated soon. I mean, the details of, okay. Now, if you have enrolled in batch 10, please follow me with the steps, right? Okay, registered for batch 10. See, batch 9 recordings will only be given if you have opted here. If you have opted here, Sneha, batch 9, then automatically the batch 9, you have opted. Okay, let me tell you, all of you follow the steps to access the content in website. All of you, please log in into the website, and those who are still interested, you can enroll because I will be giving you some steps for the next 1 week to be followed. Okay, people on YouTube, please enroll yourself now in the class and I will be giving you some steps to be followed. All of you are in this page, guys? Yes? I'll be talking with you all also, so don't leave the class if you have any queries. All of you are seeing here the login section here? Yes? Okay. Just for your information, I have got 5 registrations from this live class. If 5 more people can join, that will be really great. After that, we will increase the price accordingly. Okay. So anyone who is interested, you can enroll for batch 10. And people on YouTube, you can also check various things on the website and you can enroll accordingly. Okay, great. I have to collect your attendance also, right? Yes. So let's first collect the attendance from everyone so that this slide is sent to you. Before that, let's complete this 5 minutes only. So those who have enrolled, please see here, there will be a login button. Once you log in, you will be able to see feed. You will be able to see your purchase tab. Okay. So once you click on the purchase, you will be seeing batch 9 and batch 10. Shruti, this is for you. Okay. Right. So what are the steps you follow? These are the steps you have to follow to log in into the website. Okay, right? Now let's take all of your queries and I'm giving you 5 more minutes to get yourself enrolled in batch 10. Once you are enrolling, we will move forward with the registrations. Okay, right. Yeah, I will collect the attendance. Just give me 5 minutes and then I will collect the attendance. Meanwhile, those who are interested for batch 10 enrollment, you can enroll just 5 more minutes and I will collect the attendance. Okay. And 5 more people don't have. Okay. Okay. Anusha, what you can do is you are from USA, right? If you are from USA, you can. No, India only. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. No issues. Yes. Manipriya, you can definitely learn all the things. If you see the tools, all the tools are here. If you see the placement stories, this is for you. You can check the placement stories here. Okay. Go down, go down, go down. All the different kinds of placement stories. Even in Walmart, my student was there. Yes, he can enroll. Ankur, see, gap is always an issue. But if your friend wants to upskill, then he can enroll for sure. Okay, that's how the classes are. That's how we will learn. Okay. So yes, I am looking for 5 people to enroll for batch 10 and then I will collect the attendance. Yes. Now you can enroll, Vani. Once you are enrolling, please let me know. Right, Manipriya, go ahead and enroll yourself. And then we will discuss about few things here. And people on YouTube, if you have any queries. Hi, Praveen, I have enrolled to your course with one. Yes, great, Vikas. Thanks a lot. Those who have enrolled, please stay in the live. I will discuss few things with you all. I will tell you few things. Okay, Durga Reddy, you can email if you have issue with the email ID, right? You are telling, hey, DevOps help it. Yeah. On which email ID you need to change it, you can tell. Okay, you don't see the bridge documents? No worries. Rakesh, what you have to do, have you clicked on the purchase tab? Have you clicked on the purchase tab? Everyone, right. Once you are clicked on the purchase tab, there will be 10.0 module. 10.0 module. Yes, Sashi, in every batch, hands-on I will do. Yes, click on that 10.0 module and you will see the bridge documents, session 1, session 2, session 3, like that. Level 1, level 2, level 3 will be unlocked. Level 2 will be unlocked on Monday, like that we have. Okay. Right. 5 more people, guys, 5 more people, and then we will collect the attendance for you all. Even people on YouTube, you can learn these things the way I am teaching, the same way I'll be teaching in batch 10 also. Yes, people on YouTube, any queries you have, you can ask me. Does DevOps is only for experience? No, freshers can also join. Freshers can also join. Okay. Okay, great. I mean the bridge documents and level one. Yeah, level one and level bridge documents are same. Explain me about UMask. Okay. Uh, See, Omar, for your information, let me tell you one small story here. See, when we are creating a file, okay, this file I have created, let's say, the default permission, whatever it has with it, let's say I am creating a file here, touch hey DevOps, okay. And if I'm doing ls-lrta, okay, the file I have created is already having the default permission of for RWRR. So UMask is important to get this default permission. Okay, so you understood, right? Why UMask is needed? To set the default permission of the file and folder, UMask is important. And you can update the UMask also. Okay, right. Batch 9, Hari, have you opted for batch 9 also? Like this, have you selected? If you have selected, then you will get it automatically under your purchase tab. Okay, if you have not selected this, then it will not be coming. Okay, so it's a package. If you are selecting this, then it will be coming to you directly. Okay, right. 5 people. Okay, now I will collect the names. Who are the 5 people who are enrolling? Can you give your names to me on the YouTube also? Who are the 5 people? Hari, now you cannot do it, but if you can email at this one, we will help you. Okay. My team will help you with certain details. Okay. There, while sharing, you share your registered mobile number and batch 10 details. We will help you. Okay. Who are the 5 people? Okay. Aparna, who are the 5 people who are yet to enroll? Great. Okay. Aparna, done. Okay, Arun Raj one, Ankur second, Tejashwani third. Two more people. Two more still. Okay, no two more people. Okay, Jashwant and final one. Okay, Ravi done. Okay, great. Great. Right. Yes. Yes. Right. Please enroll yourself. I will wait for a few minutes and then I will tell you what you have to do. Okay. Meanwhile, if anyone is looking out for job, okay, you can take this resume also. Like if you are looking for job, you need a job or you are hunting for a job, you can take the screenshot of this resume with you. Anyways, I thought of giving at batch 10, but because you have joined, you can take a screenshot of this resume, editable resume. With 90% of ATS, I will do in batch 10. This ATS will have 70% of ATS, this resume. Okay. You can take a screenshot of how the project should be, how the things should be, all those things you can take a screenshot. Okay, 25 to 2, if you are going for a long vacation, that's 1 week only, right, Ankur? 28, 29, right? That's fine. 1 week you will have recordings, right? You can enroll, no issues. Okay, people on YouTube, any questions, any queries? Alex, yeah, Alex Lexus. Yes, Linux is very important, guys. Without Linux, we cannot survive. Okay. Okay, great. Last 3 people to join. Will I get session recording on purchase tab? No, this session recording you will not get, Noor. Okay. Selvaraj, what is your query? Please ask. All of you have taken the screenshot of this. Can I move to the next topic? All of you have taken the screenshot of this resume. Can you respond to the queries? No, Q&A I am not seeing. Can you please zoom it? Okay. You take like this then. This one should be. You have to write like this only in resume. Bold letters, topic wise data, and everything should be quantity. Okay. So like 30%, 20%, and when to where you were working. No, you cannot download the what Nizam, I didn't get that. What is your question? What you wanted to download? Recording have only 2 years access. Recordings you cannot download. Yes. It will have in the website. You can watch it. Okay. Right. Last three people who are interested to enroll. Great. Mahesh, తప్పకుండా ఇగో లింక్ ఇస్తున్నాను మరి. ఇగో. Can you please scroll up? No, that, oh, scroll up means this one. Okay. You need to mention like this, prepare 2-page resume. If you want 2-page resume, you can prepare like that. No issues. Yes, access for 2 years, Nizam. Yeah. Yes, Abhishek, for DevOps, 100% Linux is required. Okay. Without Linux, you cannot survive. Yes, Lexus, if you add batch 9, it will cost a little bit more for you, right? Yes. Okay, I have replied to Abhishek also. Okay, 3 more people, guys. Ha, hands on untadi. Hands on untadi. Okay. Okay, 3 more people, last 3 more. Linux command ni ela practice. Okay, I will tell in the class. Vani, can you reply one last time? Can you reply your query? Yes, Mahesh. Yes. Can you reply your query, Vani? Selvaraj, please ask your question here. Doubt if you have anything. Yes. Okay. Let's take the attendance. Just give me 1 second. Meanwhile, 3 people you can enroll. I'm giving you the attendance sheet. You can fill your attendance. This data will be sent to you. Okay. People on YouTube, you can also enroll. Okay, guys, please take this link here. Okay, where are you all? Yes, please fill in your details here. Okay, all of you, please fill in your details. Oh, why docs has come? 1 second, huh? Okay, are you able to submit response? Can you check there? No. Okay, wait. 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 Asking for permission. Okay, 1 second, huh? Oh. Okay, just 1 second. Why it is coming like this published? Okay, I am sharing to one person right now. Please check if access is there. Anusha, you are there in class still? Manikanta? Yes. Okay. Anusha, just check if this is working for you. Yeah, I've shared the link for with you. 1 second, 1 second. Is it getting opened, Anusha? Just check. That should be able to open. Are you able to fill the details? Submit it. Can you check? Submit option is coming right to you. Okay, great. You have submitted. Okay, great. Okay, so all of you take this link, guys. Okay, right. Yes, please fill in this link. Amit, you can check various kinds of details also on YouTube. YouTube, there are a lot of content with me. Okay, so you can check that also. Submitted? Okay, good. Right, I'm receiving responses. Great. So once you have submitted, I will be going ahead with batch 10 updates for you. Right, so all of you see here. Yes, let's move forward with batch 10. Okay, so two people I'm still waiting for batch 10 enrollments. I'm still waiting for two more people. Once you have done this, let's come back to batch 10 and let's talk some things here. Okay, link on YouTube you need. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, this is the link, guys. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the link. Yeah, this is the link. Okay, done. Okay. Yes, it's for attendance basically. Like I have to share you this document, right? So for that. Next batch, as of now, we are not sure, Manikanta. So it's good. You will get recordings, you will get access, everything in the batch 10. Now, all of you, let's talk about some things. All of you have enrolled or anyone is trying to enroll. I will take another 10 minutes only for batch 10 people. If you are not interested to enroll, you can drop off. Only batch 10 people, you can stay on the video. We will discuss some important things and then we will move ahead. Right, Ankur? Right. Mahesh, no, it's not possible, right? Okay, anyone who is still enrolling? Yes, I'm telling Ankur, what is the next steps? I'm telling. Anyone is still enrolling for batch 10? No, yes, guys. If you tell me yes, I will wait. If you tell no, I will move ahead. Yes, no, yes, no. Okay, Vani, done. Okay, Mahesh. Great. Arkam? Okay, Mahesh. Anyone else on YouTube? Yes, Abhishek. Yes, that's true. Definitely, without Linux, nothing is going to work. Without Linux, nothing, even DevOps is not there. Okay. Right. So let's get started for the batch 10 people. Okay. So only for batch 10 people, you all can see like what is the plan for you. I'll be telling each and every pointer here. So please see. Okay. Okay. The plan for batch 10, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. We are going to start the classes from 28th of December, right? And the classes will be continuing till Feb and probably March. Okay. In this entire span of 2+ months, you are going to get 15 plus hands-on projects. Okay. 30 assignments. Every week, there will be 2 assignments, 2 to 3. And interview questions and answers. Few will be part of assignments, few will be part of your hands-on. Okay. And coding questions. And every project, whatever you do in the class, that project's roles and responsibilities will be shared with you. Okay. And you will also get resume templates and ATS ones. You are going to get mock interviews. You are going to get job guidance. At the end, you are going to get the phases interview questions, which is like phase 4 interview questions. Like here, you will get 3 phases of interview questions, right? Phase 1, 2, 3. At the end, phase 4, which will conclude your JP Morgan Chase recent last 2 months interviews, which I have cleared. Here you will find Infosys to Verizon jump, Verizon to Walmart's jump, and Walmart to other companies jump. So those interview questions, you will get it here. And all the projects you will keep as part of resume. Okay. Apart from this, after every live class, you are going to get the recordings. Okay. So recordings on the same day with 1080p. Okay. So you are going to get recordings with 1080p pixel. Okay. And apart from this, for every live class, you are going to get 5 documents, which will consist of commands documents. Okay. Interview questions tool-wise document, theory document, and hands-on document, and any kind of add-ons that are supposed to be given with this. Also, this is a job-ready program. So expect few of the things which you should be doing. Like before 28th, you are supposed to complete 3 levels. Okay. So level 1 is already there in website for freshers and experienced. Level 2 will be unlocked on Monday. Level 3 simultaneously on coming weeks. So these are mandatory things which you have to complete before 28th of December. Is it clear? Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry. Guys, I'm really sorry. I didn't notice that. Okay, so I will repeat once again. Sorry for that. I was going ahead with my talk only. Right. So all of you see here, the batch 10 plan, the batch is starting from 28th December. Yes. February to March, it will continue. So 2+ months, the course will be 15 plus hands-on projects, 30 assignments you are going to get, interview questions and answers, which are divided into 3 phases. The first phase, Infosys to Verizon switch, Verizon to Walmart switch. Then after Walmart, whatever the companies have cracked. Coding questions will be given. Roles and responsibilities documents will be given. Resume templates, mock interviews, job guidance, phase 4 interview questions, which I have cracked in last 2 months. After every live class, you are going to get the recordings in on the same day at 1080p pixel. 5 documents for every class will be given: commands documents, interview questions documents, theory documents, hands-on documents, and add-ons. Yes. Job ready or job ready program. This is where you have to complete the mandatory level 1, level 2, level 3. How you will cover this? Just a note. If you are a fresher, just go for each PDF at least 2 to 5 pages, first 2 to 5 pages, and prepare notes. Okay, as per your learning. If you are an experienced, go over the entire documents. Interview questions is also attached in the website. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Everyone? Any questions now? Let's talk. Yes. Any questions? People on YouTube, are you clear? This Linux document will be shared by tomorrow or today itself. No worries. Okay. Hello, Praveen. Which laptop? Hello, Praveen. With which environment configuration? Our no laptop laptop. You don't worry. You'll just bring the normal laptop. That should be fine. Yes, to your email ID, Devika. If you have submitted the attendance sheet na today, that email ID it will be shared. Lakshmikant, under purchase tab. Okay, under purchase tab in the website, if you have seen, right? If you have seen here under login, under this feed section, you will have a purchase tab, and under that purchase tab, you will have 10.0 module. And from there, you will get the details. I have 9+ years of experience in system admin. I have enrolled for batch 10. Yes, definitely. Rajesh, thanks a lot. So we will install. I will tell you all the tools installations in the batch 10 class itself. Okay. Don't do any tools installation, anything right now. Just prepare the documents. Yes. Durga Reddy, correct. Okay. Okay. Any more queries? Any more questions? Mahesh, see, if you want that, you can go ahead with this one. Okay. Yes, Rajesh, that's true. In our batch 10, you will be clearing deep dive all concept regarding Python.